Hey guys, it's Kyle. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the best and fastest way to max out on the Season 1 Mr. P's lab event and get level 10 pretty quickly. And as you can see, I'm already maxed out. I've unlocked everything. Here's all the stuff you can get. It's pretty cool, and if you look at it, as you can see, there's your level up here. There's the amount of days you have left, and then there's also these daily quests to get vials to buy all the stuff that you unlock, but I'll talk about this in another video when I talk about the vials. But right now I'm going to be focusing on the level. Basically, the way you level up is you get XP, and the way you get XP is every time you unlock something using an item, using the gun like shooting Piggy doesn't count, but using any item to unlock anything will give you XP, and every time you escape it'll give you XP. So when you use an item, it'll give you 10 XP, and then when you escape, it'll give you 100. So the strategy I used to actually do this was I chose a really easy map on Book 1. I'd say Book 1 maps are easier than the Book 2 maps, and your best options for this would be House, Gallery, or Carnival. In my opinion, those are the top 3 easiest and fastest maps to escape and complete. And what I did was Carnival because I knew that one the best, and in my opinion, it's a lot quicker. I recommend if you have one, you do it in a private server. It just makes the process faster. But even if you're in a public server, it's quite easy to get Carnival because a lot of people vote Carnival anyways, and you just kind of want to get all the items before anyone else does, like try and get most of the items. So I'm going to vote Carnival, skip the timer, and I'm just going to do bot. If you would like to, you can have an alt in here to be Piggy, so you don't need to worry about the bot. But I'm not going to worry about that because I can just escape with the bot. It just makes it slightly harder, but I don't want to add in an alt. But yeah, so hop into a private server or a public server. It's just more efficient and faster to do it in a private server because you can skip the timer and you also choose any map or mode you want. And what you want to do is you want to kind of speedrun this. You don't need to like speedrun like you normally would if you guys ever speedrun the map before. And I'll also give you some tips for this later. So there's actually not many keys over here, so I guess I'll just grab this. Why did it not pick up? I'll go through here because Clenny's going to spawn in a second. And you also want to take note of where all the items are. And so normally, if I wasn't maxed out on levels, on like somewhere on the screen, kind of on the right of the screen, it's quite small, it'll say plus 10 XP or something like that. Why is it not opening? Anyways, it'll say something like that, like plus 10 XP, and then when you escape, it'll say plus 100 XP. That's how you know that you got the XP, and there is Clowny. And so you could basically just play Piggy normally, and you'd get XP, but if you want to max out your levels as fast as you can, this is the way you should do it. Is Clowny gonna go through there? Where is Clowny? Is he stuck? Okay, that's a small issue. I also recommend you use your abilities because those are quite useful. Actually, where is Clowny? That's really weird. I kind of wasted some time on that because I was afraid that Clowny would kind of sneak up on me. I actually don't know where he is. I also recommend you don't do any glitches unless you really can't find anything, but it's easy to find stuff in this map. But the reason why you don't want to do glitches is because then you won't be able to use that item, and like I've said, each item will give you XP. And so you'll get at least 2... Why is this not... If you're in a private server and you did everything... I don't know, this is laggy. And you did everything, you'll get over 200 XP, I believe, because you'll use all the items and you'll also escape the map. And so each time, if you remember the map like I do and you're good at it, I'm not doing this quite that quickly just because I'm trying to commentate it as well. But if you're good at the map and you memorized it, then you should be able to beat the map in about 2 minutes. I'd say 3 minutes, max, like 2 minutes minimum, maybe. Depends how good you are, and if you want, I normally wouldn't do this if the purple key's over here, but why is this so laggy? I don't know, but sometimes the purple key is right next to the safe, and if you open up the blue key, I recommend you just use the purple key real quick, because it'll be useful for XP, and it's broken. Okay, I picked up the purple key earlier, and it, for some reason, switched back to the blue key, so for some reason this is very laggy, I'm not sure why. Also, if someone joins your private server or you're doing this with a friend or something, it's still useful to have someone help you because it's better to escape than get some of the items and then die instead of escaping, since you get more XP when you escape. So if you're doing this with a friend, just try to get a bunch of keys and then make sure you escape, because then that'll be pretty useful. I actually don't remember where I put the wrench. I probably put it in here. Or wait, where was this? Okay, it's probably over there, I think. That's where I got the blue key, I believe. But this is very laggy. I don't know why, but it's kind of weird. So I don't know if I'll be able to escape this or not, because there's a massive delay whenever I pick up or use an item. And Clowny's also kind of weird. I sort of forgot to use the abilities because I've been focusing on lag and also explaining this. But the abilities are quite useful too. I recommend using sprint a lot to make it quicker. Anyways, as I was saying, it's okay if you're doing this with someone else. You'll still be able to do this quite quickly, because if someone else is helping you, you'll be able to beat the map quicker. You just won't get all the items, although it will still be useful because you'll be able to get 100 XP a lot quicker than you would normally if you were doing it on your own. So either way works. I just did this solo for the most part. When I was finishing like my last level, I think I did it with my brother just because he was also finishing his last level and he wanted me to play with him, so I did it with him, but it was still quite quick and easy. We kind of had a competition trying to get all the keys. But yeah, so it's not that hard to actually max out. It took me like a couple days just because I took some breaks. You could do this in about an hour, I'd say, if you have a private server. I don't know about a public server. A public server might take like a day. It sort of depends if people are cooperative about, doing carnival and all that kind of stuff. What am I actually looking for? Because I kind of zoned out from the game and started paying attention to this. I think I need to grab the yellow key. But anyways, even in a public server, it'll still be quite quick. It might be more than an hour. It depends if you get a good server and if you're able to get most of the items. But if you're in a private server, it'll probably take you about an hour or a day. It really depends if you do it all at once. If you do it all at once and you're sort of speedrunning it, you're good at the game, you can maybe do it in under an hour, because like if you're getting at least 200 XP every 2 minutes, then that would mean that like every hour you'd get plenty of XP to max out on the levels, and there's only 10 levels, so it's not that hard. But then once you escape, I recommend you crouch before you escape. I have a video on that glitch that I did about a year ago, but basically it'll put you in the crouching position for next time, so you won't need to crouch when you go through vents. I kind of just did that for the carnival map. It's not good for every map because sometimes it's hard to get in places when you crouch, but it's good for the carnival map. You'll just have to jump on the slope that is in the tent. But yeah, so you just keep doing that on repeat, and if you do it all at once, you should be able to do it quite quickly. If you take a break, that's fine. It'll just take like a couple days. And yeah, like I said, you'll be able to unlock all of these things, and once you max out, and every like few levels you'll get one of these things, so it's not like you have to wait till you max out to get everything here. It's just once you get to level 10, you'll have everything unlocked, including this journal entry thing. And I also completed a daily quest from completing the chapter in this video. But yeah, that's my tips on how to max out the Season 1 Mr. P's Lab Battle Pass. It's pretty easy and pretty quick. I will also do a video on how to get tons of vials quickly, because I'm going to do a video trying to unlock all of these things, and then after I do that, I'll do a video on how to unlock how to get a bunch of vials very quickly. But yeah, anyways guys, that'll be the next video, so next time, goodbye!